So Tia Kemp went off on Lageisha Dean for talking about Rick Ross, the girl. She didn't just call Lageisha out, she straight up warned her to keep his name out of her mouth, or else she might just show up at her doorstep. Tia is letting Lageisha know there are lines she dares not cross, and if she does, there would be consequences. Tia Kemp and Rick Ross may not have the best relationship as we speak, and they may also drag each other as they like, but it sure looks like Tia Kemp still respects him as her baby daddy, and she has sent strong words to Lageisha Dean, warning her that there were going to be consequences if she doesn't keep Rick Ross's name out of her mouth. For those that might not be aware of how messy Tia Kemp's relationship with Rick Ross is, grab a seat and let me fill you in. So Tia Kemp and Rick Ross met in a Miami nightclub in 2003, and they began dating shortly afterwards. They went on to have a son, but unfortunately the relationship lasted for only 4 years before they announced their split in 2007. Sources close to Tia Kemp and Rick Ross both confirmed that the breakup was really messy, and barely a year after they called it quits, Tia Kemp released her autobiography titled Tia's Diary Deeper Than Rap, Clarity, Truth, and Exposure, where she slammed Rick Ross and revealed what her experiences were when she was dating him. According to MTV News, Tia's book idea came to fruition with help from 50 Cent, who had a hand in publishing the book. 50 didn't publish the book, but it was reported that he retained a financial stake in its release, an action likely done to taunt Ross, as Fifth and Rose were locked in a beef. Dropping a book with your baby daddy's op is another level of petty, and since then the pair have been throwing subtle dices at each other. Tia Kemp also stirred some drama earlier this year when she dragged Rick Ross' then girlfriend Christiana Mackey unprovoked. It started when Christina posted a video online saying that Rick Ross asked her to make him some tacos, and she decided to make him some tacos.
Tell me something. Yeah, you're welcome.
However, this made Tia mad for some reason, and she decided to throw some shade at Christina and attack her cooking skills, telling her to get her skills up.
Somebody sent somebody this for a gift. Just can't even make a Getty. How you can't make a Getty or a Yako hole?
Tia went in on Christina, telling her that she was only worth $1.
Hey, if I say a bitch can't make a taco, you can't make a taco. If you can't make a taco, I'm finna tell you what she worth. I'm gonna tell you in a minute. You know what's coming up. What that hoe worth, y'all? I'm gonna pour one more shot before I go. Worth $1. Damn, 2 cents, $1. She ain't got cents. She worth $1.
Tia also claimed that the reason she was shading Christina and speaking on her was that Christina put it out there for the world to see, so she should be expecting the backlash that comes with it. Well, Christina was not about to have this, so she slammed back at Tia, calling her salty and pressed.
I'm confident about my relationship and it disturbs some of y'all. It says a lot about what y'all got going on in your personal life. Because when you hear a woman speaking confidently about her man, you should just believe her, right? You shouldn't be disrupted or disturbed or feel like, don't be so confident. Like, why are you hating? That's weird. Don't hate. You know, we're enjoying each other. That's my man, you know? Why would you just move with a man? Why wouldn't you just move with a man? If you lived with your man, you wouldn't be on my page on a fake account at 40-something years old. You know what I'm saying? You would just be minding your business.
We also saw how she supported Drake when he had a beef with Rick Ross, and when Rick Ross got jumped in Vancouver after he got invited to perform at the Ignite Music Festival. When Rick Ross was done performing on stage and was about to leave, he told his DJ, Kendrick, "Not like us," and it turned to a brawl that led to Rick Ross getting punched. The video went viral in minutes, and to show he was all right, Rick Ross posted this picture of him. Tia Kemp reposted the picture with the caption, "Hiding that eye." Drake liked the picture of Tia trolling Rick Ross, and days after Rick Ross got jumped, Drake posted pictures of himself celebrating Canada Day. Tia Kemp commented on the photos saying, "Drake E!" and Drake responded with a heart emoji calling her "my goat." But then while it is clear Tia Kemp feels some type of way about Rick Ross and even enjoys trolling him, Tia Kemp is making it clear that she is not gonna allow anyone she's having issues with troll Rick Ross, because she just sent strong words to Lageisha Dean telling her that there would be consequences if she continues trolling Rick Ross. So this whole thing started a few days ago ago when Lageisha Dean posted this video on her Instagram page where she called out Tia Kemp for allegedly not giving her credit for using the word big back, which she claims she made famous in 2020. Apart from calling Tia Kemp out for building a career imitating her and Girl, she roasted Tia Kemp to pieces.
So I just been sitting back watching this fake fraudulent imitation of me all over the blog, using that same big back phrase that I used in 2020 on Trick Day. A big whole Crime Stopper mouthpiece instead of taking a bite out of crime, taking a bite out of my whole stilo. I was so busy minding my business, but mother kept getting in my DM saying, why this bitch trying to roast celebrities like you? I thought this pussy asshole was known for stalking and having celebrity baby daddy issues. Girl, every 5 seconds going live about a nigga you claim is a fat lame, but apparently on many occasions you let him bust it wide open. How you gonna try to publicly embarrass a that you let your hairline to the back of your head? I'm surprised your vocal cords still work, cause he done beat the meat off your neck. All that goddamn yelling and screaming you be doing, and they call that roasting. Every time you go live, you pulling out that rose tongue, licking all them appliances in your mouth. Girl, if you and them washing dries attached to your guns and using somebody else's credit to steal them oversized chiclets in your mouth, don't sit the down. You care credit mouth ass. Because the last time I had a conversation with you, you said your mama said you had to fall back from me because you're in a professional setting with real estate. And you couldn't be wrapped up around me with this roasting shit. So now you got me thinking that your reached out to me on social media for all the wrong reasons. Oh, I want to meet you. Let me give you some of my t-shirts. Oh, let's go do lunch. Okay, Geisha Jr., I see you now. That's just me making you reflect back when you had your old mouthpiece. Now every time I turn around, I got to hear about the duplicate of me, Tia Kemp. The nightlight glow in the dark retail store in her mouth. Especially since you consider yourself a roaster now. Basically, you done stepped in my lane, so you get ran over like the rest of these. I know damn well a certified orthodontist did not measure them goddamn teeth. Who the fuck volunteers for their mouth to resemble a horse? From the nose on down, you look like you eat hay. You might as well live in a barn. And you so busy calling Ross flaw, but I see a little bit of Geisha 305 and Pretty V in you. Like you had to steal other identity to create yourself. Girl, you unoriginal copycat caved in throat ass. If you was an animated cartoon, you would be Bucky off a Fat Album. Girl, you call yourself Roasting Nettie and Charles. Girl, you ain't cam up now one time on that live because you was reading paper. Got all these people bamboozled like you roasting off the top of your dome. Step into the light, Caroline Poltergeist. Girl, you was on that live reading that paper behind the scenes because you ain't no real roaster. Child, you clutter mouth, jabber jaw, rubber neck. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be opening up my mouth that wide, especially when I'm walking, because you fall over, you gonna bite a hole in your chest. Teeth need a hazard, caution, or a warning sign. When you arrive at the airport, you can't go through the metal detector. You gotta go over there and lay on the panel with the trays and go through the x-ray. Them goddamn screws in your guns gonna set all type of alarms off. Girl, you better not get into no altercation with a magnet. They gonna snatch your whole top bridge out. Now, it ain't nothing wrong with getting cosmetic dental work, but if you gonna treat your mouth like a BBL and purchase the wrong size just to be walking around here looking like an alien from another planet, how about you purchase a UFO first? You extraterrestrial mouth ass bitch.
Well, as y'all know, Tia Kemp is not the one to look away or run away from a fight or a challenge, because it didn't take long for Tia Kemp to reply, Lageisha Dean and Girl, it was brutal. This is what Tia Kemp had to say.
So y'all just sent me this whole geisha clout chasing and talking about me when this been talking about Trick and Trina for 20 years and ain't went nowhere but on the edge of a mother bed in her daddy house laughing at her own jokes. Could never. Stop hating. See, ho, you been blocking your blessings for years. That's why you can't get no motion. Girl, you ain't nobody. You bad body Ninja Turtle shape. I ain't never want to be a roaster. Just read her. And right, I am on the internet going off on my mother baby daddy's keyword. My baby daddy. Something you wish you mother had, you dirtbag ass. Oh, yo, pump it up, spray using ass. You ain't did hand 40 years, ho. Go learn.
Now, sources close to Tia Kemp revealed that the situation was way more serious than we thought, as Tia Kemp sent strong words to Lageisha Dean to keep Rick Ross's name off her mouth, or else there would be consequences. According to the source, Tia Kemp told her that she had no business involving Ross in the whole thing, and the next time she talks about Ross, she is going to pull up to her house, and she knows what's going to happen next. Now, I think it's safe to say, even though they drag each other, Tia Kemp still feels Lageisha Dean was not in the right place to disrespect Rick Ross, and I feel that was super good of her. Tia Kemp slamming Lageisha Dean for disrespecting Rick Ross had fans talking, and they left comments saying, Geisha literally sounds like she practices her roasts. I've never thought she was funny. Oh, she has met her match. That lady was making light of DV. Bad first impression, Tia cleared. I ain't no roaster, I'm a reader. So, do you think Tia Kemp was right for putting Lageisha Dean in her place for name-dropping Rick Ross? Or do you think Lageisha Dean was in her right to name-drop Rick Ross in her roast? Let me know what you think in the comments, then check out this next video.